Hi there, welcome to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be talking about the Guinea hen and what is a guinea fowl and how many eggs they lay and how to care for it and everything you need to know about that breed. Before I get into that, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also be sure to subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe using the link in the description, you'll receive a free ebook on the 10 best egg-laying chicken breeds. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So a Guinea hen's popularity seems to be on the rise. They go by several names, but the most common are guinea fowl and pet speckled hen. These peculiar looking birds are quite the talk of the town wherever they are. Guinea hens are a strange looking bird to be sure, once seen, never forgotten. They're dramatically different from chickens in personality and habits. However, if the owner is prepared, they can make a wonderful bird. They are not for everyone, but if you think you might be interested, stay tuned because I'm going to go over the history and all the stuff I said before. So let's start off with the history of the guinea hens. The guinea fowl belong to the Numida family. They are related to pheasants, turkeys, and other game fowl. There's some evidence to suggest that guinea fowl were known as far back as ancient Greece around the 5th century BC. The Romans brought them back from the African campaigns and tried to domesticate them. They were semi-successful in this venture, raising them on farms. They were able to raise them but never really tame them. The home of the guinea fowl is Africa, where they run wild in large flocks. Some were taken to Jamaica about 200 years ago during the slave trade era, becoming part of the landscape. To this day, you can find guineas running wild in Jamaica. Guineas were first introduced to Europe back in the 1400s and made their way to America with the early settlers and slave ships. Now let's dive into the guinea hen appearance. There are several different types of guinea fowl, but the most often seen domesticated is the helmeted guinea fowl. It's funny because when I first saw a guinea hen, to me it looked like a biker, one of those road bike helmets. Here are the types of the guinea fowl. White-breasted. These are mainly found in West Africa. Due to habitat loss, it's considered a vulnerable bird, according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature. There is black. It's confined to Central Africa. The vulturine guinea, it's the largest of the guineas. They have a very striking appearance and can become quite tame. They definitely need large groups to thrive. The helmeted guinea hen, these are the most common domesticated guinea hen, has a central knob on the skull leading to the helmet appearance. Plumed. Little is known of this bird, which is found mainly in Central Africa. And lastly, crested. This is the most aggressive type. They may chase people, including their owners. They have a curly mop on the head. Guinea fowl come in various colors, including pearl, white, royal purple, coral blue, buff, chocolate, and bronze, just to name a few. However, not all these colors are recognized by the official standards. In the US, only the helmeted guinea fowl is recognized. The colors of the bird that are recognized are lavender, pearl, and white. Australian standard allows lavender, pearl, white, cinnamon, and a pied coloration. Guinea is about the size of a large chicken and when fully grown will weigh around 4 pounds. The head and neck area is bare skin, which helps to regulate temperature. The coloration of the skin is a combination of blue, red, and black hues, giving it a somewhat clownish appearance. With short, rounded wings and a short tail, it looks oval-shaped. Their beak is short but curved and very stout. The wattles on the male are larger than the females, although some do not have wattles. The birds do not reach sexual maturity until their second year, making it very difficult to sex them. Each gender has a different vocalization, so this can help differentiate the two. The female will call what sounds like buckwheat. The males will only emit a chi-chi-chi sound. All right, now let's talk about the temperament and disposition. Guineas are highly social with their own kind. Where one goes, they all go. If one gets lost, it will call out until the flock comes and finds it. They can coexist with other species such as chickens, but you must take care of male guinea fowl. The males can become very territorial and will run off any roosters in your flock. They can be bullies to smaller birds, and the pecking order can become very brutal, but if you raise them with chicks, this is usually less of a problem. Since they are semi-domesticated at best, it's not unusual to find them roosting in trees or other high places come dusk. Each evening, many folk entice them into the coop with fresh water and a feed and cracked grain mix. They apparently dislike entering a dark place. She should keep a low output light bulb until they are all settled in. If you decide to keep your hens in confinement, they need 2 to 3 square feet per bird. Any less, they are likely to become stressed. Remember, these are semi-wild fowl and do not generally thrive in confinement. These birds are monogamous and mate for life in the wild. Occasionally, there will be a philanderer, but this is the exception, not the norm. In a small farming situation, the ratio of male to female is often 1 to 5, which seems to work well. All right, now let's talk about the guinea fowl eggs and the mothering ability. These hens are seasonal layers. Depending on your location, they will lay daily between March, April to September. September, October. On average, a hen will lay around 100 eggs per season. Their eggs are smaller than chicken eggs and are very hard shelled. The eggs are light brown and speckled, and they're also great eating. Guineas aren't fussy about where they lay an egg. Anywhere they happen to be will do. However, when they decide to make a nest, you will be hard pressed to find it. They prefer woods, long grass, and anything that will hide them from predators. The male will stand guard for the hen and watch for danger during the daylight hours. Often guineas are communal layers, all laying in one nest until there are sufficient eggs. 50 is not unheard of. The hens can be communal brooders too, taking turns in nest sitting. If you want to collect the eggs for hatching or eating, it's best to keep them penned until around noontime. They should have laid by this time, making it much easier for you to collect them. They will brood the eggs for 26 to 28 days until the keats hatch. They must then follow their mother back to the flock. Many do not make the journey. They are very susceptible to cold and wetness before 4 weeks of age, to die from hypothermia and predation on the long march. Those who make it through the first 4 weeks stand a good chance of becoming adults and becoming one of the hardiest birds around. And now let's dive into the chicken's diet, health issues, and any special care that's different from chickens. So the guinea fowl have resisted man's attempt to domesticate and improve the species. Because of this, guinea hens almost have no health issues to speak of. This is an extremely hardy bird in most climates, but does not like wet or cold snow. They come from Africa originally, so climate problems are to be anticipated. Being endemic to Africa, they prefer warm climates. If you keep them dry and draft free, they will do just fine in their housing. A word of caution for catching them: never ever catch them by the legs. They can turn around so quickly that they may break or dislocate a leg. If you are a beekeeper, you will need to protect your hives against guineas, otherwise they will sit outside the hives and snap up bees as they emerge. Now, I just talked about that guinea fowl will eat bees, but what do baby guinea fowl eat? Let's talk about the Keats diet. The Keats need a very high protein feed, 24 to 28%, until they are 5 weeks old. At 5 weeks, they can reduce the protein to 18 to 20% until week 8. At week 8, they can reduce them to 16% feed. The feed should be mash or crumbles. Pelleted is not recommended. Also, medicated feed is highly toxic to guinea fowl. Needless to say, do not allow them to eat it. So is the guinea hen the right hen for you? They have been raised in captivity for thousands of years, but have never become truly domesticated. The helmeted variety that is commonly kept is far tamer than its relatives. Still, even so, it's not a cuddly bird. They dislike being picked up and held and are likely to scream murder if you do so. Definitely not a lap bird. Guineas are great entertainment to watch as they patrol your yard, chattering away all the time. They are great for ticks, insects, small snakes, and rodents. They're outstanding pest patrol. In fact, just the call alone of guinea fowl deters rodents from the area. They also make great alarm callers. Anything new or out of place will elicit an alarm, which can be annoying or reassuring depending on the outlook. If you live in urban settings or have close neighbors, check the local zoning laws. Guineas are known to be really loud, so there may be a ban on keeping them. Now, let's go through some guinea fowl common questions. So what are guinea hens good for? Like I said before, they're great for gardens because they keep pests out like wood ticks, grasshoppers, flies, crickets, and others under control. Is a guinea fowl good to eat? Yes, guinea fowl are completely edible for human consumption. You can raise them both for meat and eggs. You can even eat them just like most poultry, like a turkey, quail, chickens, duck, geese, and even emu. Can guinea fowl live with chickens? Yes. As a matter of fact, we did a video on this. I will put it in a corner here. So yes, they can be kept in the same coop with a caveat. You should make sure your guineas have plenty of room for egg laying. They will hold off on laying if there's a lot of commotion. So to summarize, they're definitely an acquired taste as far as if you want this a part of your flock. They're not for everyone. They are quite long-lived for a bird that isn't smart. 10 to 15 years is the average lifespan. The benefits they offer are pest and rodent control and decreased need for pesticide. They're great for as a guard bird. They're low maintenance. They're cheap to feed. And again, they're just entertaining to watch. The negatives is they can be loud, they can be bullies, they can be terrible mothers, and they're not really blessed with intelligence, and they take free range to a new dimension. Many folks love their guineas unreservedly and wouldn't be without them. Others wish that they had never even heard of them. In researching for this video, it seems that those who were well aware of the guinea lifestyle were better equipped to deal with this bird's quirks. In other words, don't buy them just because they look pretty. Do your homework first. They can be a challenge if you are unprepared. Let us know your opinion about guinea fowl in the comment section below. That's going to do it for us here at the Happy Chicken Coop. Thanks for listening. If you find our content content interesting, if you learned something new, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And with that, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.